So, Josh, I heard your thing about hot water versus cold water, for your teeth. Let's look at what you said. I want to add to it. I can do what you do with even more depth and more rawness. So I'm applying for a job or raw papers or high times, or maybe you could just do a fundraiser for me so I can grow some cannabis. So hot water versus cold water. It should be more like hot water versus cold water versus tap water versus distilled water. Let's take a listen.
Cold water versus hot water for your tea. OG going to teach you the better way to be. Colder water causes condensation in your air, reducing potency. Bet you didn't know that. And potential irritation linked to the ice cream headache effect. Hot water has a nice soothing moisturizing effect on the throat, like a humidifier. Plus it causes less condensation for increased potency compared to that. And that's that. So keep it hot, like your mom.
For the last 30 years since the Green Revolution brought chemical agriculture to India, there are two problems that it has created for systems. The first,
people assume that there's somebody in the government protecting their supply, and that's often not the case. One of the most extraordinary examples of that is the most common pesticide sprayed in the United States, atrazine. Atrazine itself is an herbicide, or comes from the simple act of things like industrial chemicals, rocket fuel, pesticides, certain pharmaceuticals, drugs that were discharged either by big animal factories or by sewage treatment plants. A lot of people think they don't have to worry about their water supply because they go out and buy bottled water. Well, we have news for them. In fact, a lot of your exposure to many of the chemicals comes from the simple act of showering in them. So some of these more volatile pollutants cover your skin.
There are over 116,000 human-made chemicals. We have no idea how they interact. We are becoming experiments for these synthetic chemicals. And when the liver takes these chemicals out of our bodies, what happens? They get flushed down the toilet. And then they go into the aquifer. And then they go into our rivers and streams. We take the water from the rivers and streams and we put it into our public water supply systems, and we're drinking it again.
All those pharmaceuticals, all those cosmetics, all the stuff that's in there, you know what? It's changing the chemistry in our bodies, and it's hurting us.
What you putting in your bong now? What you putting in your ice water hash? Yeah, I always got a little upset watching people make hash and spraying it with a garden hose. My cannabis farm will not be doing that. My cannabis farm, my plants will be receiving distilled water. Oh, you say it's expensive. Well, I know things. So yeah, I'm looking for a job. I'm actually looking for money to start a cannabis farm to help all the homeless. Thanks for your time. The documentary is Flow for the Love of Water. It's a really good documentary to see. And you will never, ever see me selling you a t-shirt because it takes 1 pound of chemicals to make 1 pound of cotton. This planet is being terrorized. It's time for people to wake up. And, you got your own thing. Let's take the homeless. You ain't doing anything with them anyways. I'll make a cannabis farm. They can come out there to live out there for free. They don't have to do any work at all. All they got to do is heal. And if they want to work, they can. But other than that, they can just live there and do nothing. And that's my business model. Thanks for your time. I will have a patent on my new paper. Raw, if you'd like to buy it. Vibes, whoever. It's going to be a lot because it's going to be amazing. And all that money, I have no attachment to stuff. I had stuff before. Fuck material things. I want to build a garden And I'm going to help all the homeless, seeing that all the states spend multi-millions, billions in some states, and still homeless still out there. It's a simple solution, right? Why don't you guys go fix it? Start issuing out monthly checks for them all. You know you care.